Today we're going to learn some techniques that are used for like the Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, John Mayer style of guitar playing. Firstly, I think a lot of it comes down to the percussive side of the playing. For instance, this sound is, to me, it's what makes it sound really cool. So what you can do, you can break it down. When you're playing, it could be single notes, it could be double stops, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes, whole chords, who knows. It depends what you're doing. They use a lot of double stops, that kind of, that stuff. So what they're doing with this hand, we'll go through the muting side of things first, because the muting is very important. Left hand, or fretting hand, whichever one you're using, you've got 4 fingers. Let's, for instance, and I did cover this slightly in a funk lesson I did, but I'm going to go into it a little bit more in depth. Okay, so we're going to play around with an A style chord, A minor, A dominant 7. What we're going to do, I'm going to hold down the G note, which is on the 4th string on the 5th fret. My thumb is going to come around the top and touch the low E string so that it's muted. The tip of my first finger is going to touch the A string, so that's muted. Now I'm only holding down one note. The first finger is used to mute the other 3. So you've got first finger doing most of the work. First finger is muting 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th. Thumb takes care of the 6th. So we have, you get that percussive noise coming out over the top. Next part is these fingers, the leftover fingers. They can be used to dampen the string, the notes, the melody note, if you want to call it that. Also, they can be used obviously for other notes. All I'm thinking is either a pentatonic or blues scale, or the Mixolydian scale. Notes. Depends on the chord. If I'm playing a major chord, I'm thinking major scale. So what we're going to do, I'm going to focus, it's kind of like a Stevie Ray Vaughan thing, and what we're doing, this is based a blues based thing. It's pretty much, I don't know, it's not exactly a Stevie Ray Vaughan thing, but it's close. Okay, so we have, I'll play it first actually. Here we go. So we have, the melody is going straight down the scale at the end. Pull off here, pull off. You can do a little bend, it's a bit bluesier. So the idea with the strumming hand, it's a swung rhythm. It's not, it's da 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 da. So the idea is just to keep the rhythm hand going. Left hand takes care of most of the work. It's got the muting with the thumb, the first finger, and the other fingers as well. But the melody is relatively simple. You don't have to do, this is just an idea, this is just something I've based on a Stevie Ray Vaughan song I listened to. I don't remember which song it is, it's been a long time. So the idea is to get the techniques. If you can do this muting, you can play so much of that style, the Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray stuff. And it helps with all sorts of styles of music as well, because the guitar, we have a problem with open strings ringing out when we don't want them to. So once you learn how to mute with this hand, you can play a lot of stuff, a lot of different styles as well. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was getting the, if you can get single notes, if you can practice. So practicing with your strumming hand, keeping it quite consistent, and just playing. So that's a good way to practice this muting technique. The other thing, the other song, I like this John Mayer trio stuff. He does one, how's it go? So that's based on the same thing as before, the A7 chord. He's basically playing, I'll go through it quick, this isn't really a lesson on how to play this song. There's plenty of those, I think, on YouTube. If not, I will find out and I will teach it. So we're sliding in to this A7 chord. Open A string. You can hear how it sounds so different when you don't use the muting. If I play it's just not the same. So we want to try and get that. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. That's the first lesson done for the Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, John Mayer stuff. Just keep practicing your scales or melodic ideas with that raking noise, and once you get it, it takes a while. Most of my students, in fact all of my students who I've been teaching this to over the years, always have this issue, and it's hard, and then it clicks. It's like everything with music. You practice it, you don't feel like you're getting anywhere, and then bang, one day you just go, oh, I got it. So keep practicing, keep up the funky blues stuff, and I'll do another lesson probably today. I'm sure I've got time, and yeah, just I'll go on to the next kind of that kind of stuff, the melodic double stops that they use in that style. So yeah, keep rocking, and see you in the next lesson.